All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Griffs Icehouse at Belknap Park. West Michigan Varsity 16U Green takes on the Plymouth Flyers in an exhibition game. This one's about ready to start. Warm-up buzzer, ready to blow. West Michigan with one game on the weekend. Plymouth here for two earlier, dropping a game to the 16U white team at a score of 3-2. West Michigan comes in after a exhibition game on the weekday, Tuesday, defeating Muskegon Junior Lumberjacks by a score of 8-0. We're back in the penalty box for today's vantage point. It'll be a bit tricky to see along the glass, but you see some great action right here on the ice.
Do we have any extras?
This one's ready to roll. Good Warman, Moore, and Rocco will come out on top first. Moore on the center position, Kuhn, and Hohendorf on defense. Tyler Rocco, of the two Rocco brothers, is the forward. Ryan is the defenseman. This one's ready to go. And we're off. Face-off goes neutral zone. West Michigan plays it back. The Plymouth Flyers can't keep it out of their zone. They'll play it, though, behind their own net. Pressured by Warman. Flyers break it out far side. Pass through the middle. Knocked in by Moore. Flyers intercept. Flyers off the wall near side. Kuhn bangs it back. Rocco. Puck goes loose to Hohendorf. Hohendorf cross ice for Warman. Held up at the red line. Puck loose. But Warman got another stick on it and got it in the zone. In deep, Plymouth behind their own goal, D to D. Back to the far side, no, behind the net with it. West Michigan with a change. Plymouth on the breakout, pass cross ice. Hohendorf pressures. Picked off by Bateson. Bateson gets it to himself and dumps it in deep. Bateson, Ayler, and Smilanich now up front. Poulin and Rocco on defense. In the corners, Ayler. Ayler up the wall. Poulin holds it, carries it in deep into the corner. Poulin centers a pass, trying to find Bateson. The goalie got a stick on it. Rocco with a slap shot from the point, and that's going to get held for the whistle. In net tonight for today for West Michigan, Buck Jabrocki. Ayler on the face-off. Face-off won by the Flyers. They play it on the near side breakout. Sauce pass picked off by Smilanich. Just went off his stick and into the corner. Hard after it is Ayler. Smilanich plays it behind the net. Plymouth there. They'll skate it to the far side corner. Outlet up the wall, picked off by Ayler. Played back in deep. Flyers behind their own net. Smilanich pressures. Smilanich with a stick on it. Flyers break it out far side. Bateson takes it away into the corner. Bateson pressed into the wall. Flyers behind their own net on the breakout near side. Pass through the middle, connects. Rocco dumps it back to neutral zone. Flyers with a stick on it. Back in on side and deep. Behind Jabrocki. Skating it out is Rocco. Rocco for Smilanich. Tipped into neutral zone. Flyers get possession. Flyers cycle it into the neutral zone, now dump it in deep. They'll get a change. Behind Jabrocki it goes. Far side corner, Flyers with it. Rocco lays a hit. Digging at it is Bateson. He goes down. Ayler sweeps at it. Plymouth gets it. Loose to the point. Point man far side. Puts it in deep. Rocco behind the net. Big hit. Puck loose for Poulin. Hits his brother. Poulin to neutral zone. Plymouth played it back. Poulin got it back into mid-ice. And the Flyers send it in deep. Timpy behind the net. Pressed into the wall. Flyers get possession. Loose behind the net. No, in front. Ayler takes it. Ayler up the wall for Bateson. Jump the stick, and it goes into the Flyers' end. Timpy hard after it. Flyers leave it at the wall. They try to break it out. Successful. Hooper's got it. Hooper over for Finnerty. And that one's going to come out of play for a whistle. Face-off will go deep off a West Michigan stick. Finnerty, Poulin, Timpy, Hooper, and Mitchell out for West Michigan. Face-off tied up. West Michigan put it in the wall. Flyers there. They'll move it out to the near side point. Hop the stick. Comes out to neutral zone. They go D to D. Flyers far side, up the wall, picked off by Finnerty, and he'll have to wait as that one is offsides. Moore, Rocco, and Budwarman come out for West Michigan. Face off, Moore gets it back to Timpy. Timpy, the red line, dumps it in deep. Wrapped around behind the net, Flyers there, send it around the wall, far side. Held up at the wall. Hard after, it's Rocco in the feet. Budwarman with a shot, saved by the goalie. Rebound goes in the corner. Pass out to, trying to find Rocco off a skate. Hooper finds it, shot, and that's gloved for another save. Offensive zone draw for West Michigan. Moore, Rocco, Budwarman, Timpy, and Hooper. Face off in the feet. Rocco's trying to find it. Moore digs after it. Flyers move it out to the wall. Loose to Hooper at the point. Puts it back to the wall. Held up there by Budwarman. Hooper holds it in. Hooper gets it to Rocco. He absorbs a hit. Loose in the corner. Budwarman cycles it back. Now pass back to Hooper at the point. Hooper cross ice for Timpy. Timpy down low. Moore tried to deflect it. Went into the back wall. Into the corner. Up the wall. Flyers on a breakout. Hooper slides over, pushes it in, delayed offsides. Flyers, cross ice breakout. Flyers, skated in, top of the zone, they'll dump it. Hooper's got control. Trying to find Budwarman, can't clear it. Hooper gets it back. Hooper off the wall, Flyers hold it in and get at the blue line. Flyers shot, deflected, and up and into the netting.
Give us horrible water. That is awful.
Ayler's back out with Bateson and Poulin, or Smiley, Poulin and Kuhn on defense. Flyers win it, shot in, bouncing into the back wall. Kuhn sends it around to the far side. That's Hohendorf on defense. His pass gets all the way through. Flyers send it back. Kuhn presses, Smilanich. Almost had it. Flyers got a stick on it and dumped it in deep. Hohendorf behind his own goal. Pass along the far side wall for Bateson. Bateson shovels it back in behind the net for Hohendorf. Flyers pressuring into the corner. Hohendorf pressuring. Comes all the way to the wall. Carried out of the zone by Smilanich. Gets it over for Bateson. Dumped it for Kuhn, or left it for Kuhn, who drives it in, far side. That goes deep. Behind the net, Ayler pestering. Flyers bring it up the wall. Hohendorf can't keep it in. Flyers off the wall. Hohendorf after the loose puck. Hohendorf in his own zone. Flyers get it. Shot goes wide. They have it behind the net. Oh, big hit by Kuhn. Bateson's got it far side. Cross ice pass for Ayler. He chips it in. Icing arm is up. And we'll bring it down for a defensive zone draw. Finnerty out with Poulin and Mitchell. Rocco and Poulin on defense. Face off right in front of Buck Jabraki, the goaltender. Face off, Mitchell has it, carries it out across the blue line, chips around the red line, held up. Flyers get a stick on it, goes loose in the middle. Flyers able to keep control. Flyers off the wall, comes all the way through into the West Michigan zone. Finnerty's there in the corner, carries it around on the net. Finnerty fed it up the wall, point man has it. Flyers shot, knocked down by Finnerty. Pushed into the far corner. Poulin behind the net, hard for his brother. Held in by the Flyers point man. Puck bounces behind the net. Ryan Rocco up the wall for Mitchell. Mitchell sends it back for Poulin. Poulin off the wall for Mitchell. Mitchell's cross ice pass for Poulin. Picked off by Plymouth and dumped in deep. All the way around to the far side corner. Plymouth with a full scale change. Mitchell at the red line chips in the middle for Finnerty. Finnerty across the red line, blue line. Ooh, had it punched off his stick. Rocco has it at the red line, puts it in high, bouncing puck in on net. And he'll play it. Plymouth breaks out through the middle. Mid-ice, Finnerty with it. Plymouth pulls it away, carried in, pass in the middle. Plymouth, pass on the doorstep, shot is blocked and iced by Finnerty. We'll get a whistle. Big opportunity by Plymouth there. And West Michigan, with a good defense and goaltending, thwarted that shot. Moore's out with Rocco and Budwarman, Hooper, and Timpey on defense. Defensive zone draw. Played around behind the net, Luke Hooper. Far side corner, pass, goes long. Icing arms up, and we'll bring it back down. Zero's our score midway through the first. Face off, won by West Michigan. Rocco crosses the red line, chips it in deep. Wraps around the net far side. Rocco finds it in the corner. Oh, he tried to feed a pass to Budwarman, picked off by Plymouth. But in the neutral zone is Hooper, and he dumps it in deep. Loose puck behind the net. Moore after it. Moore holds it up on the wall. Plymouth pushes it through to the corner. Pass up the wall. Gets to Timpey. Puts a shot wide of net. Loose on the far side. Rocco behind the net for Moore. Moore feeds a pass out to Timpey through his feet and into neutral zone. Timpey dumps it back in. Plymouth there. And we'll get a whistle for offside. So the puck comes all the way down to the D zone. Ayler, Bateson, and Smilanich, Kuhn, and Hohendorf. Hohendorf has it behind his net, stops, reverses direction, pass, knocked down, loose in front. Out to the point man, Plymouth, back on the wall near side. They'll carry it into the corner, Kuhn pressures, sweeps the puck around the net for Hohendorf. Hohendorf up the wall, Bateson chipped it out of the zone. Hard after it is Ayler. Ayler holds it there at the wall, centers it for Smilanich just through his stick. And Plymouth carries it out. Pressured right here at the wall. Plymouth with it down low. Behind the net, centering pass goes all the way through, picked off by Ayler. And we'll get a whistle as it looks like the net came off down low. Ayler, Bateson, and Smilanich up front, Kuhn and Hohendorf on the defense. Played out of the zone by West Michigan. Plymouth gives chase in their own zone. Pressuring is Bateson. Plymouth cycles. Now pass through the middle. Played by Hohendorf and Kuhn. Held out and back in. Pressed into the wall. Comes out to neutral zone. Plymouth with possession. Cross ice pass connects. And they dump it in deep. Jabrocki held it for Hohendorf. Pass behind the net. Plymouth intercepts. They carry it in the corner. Cycle. Pass up the wall for the point man far side. Cross ice for point. Goes loose. Plymouth keeps possession. Dumps it in the corner. Ayler pressures. Behind the net. Nope. In the corner. Plymouth with it. Point man comes on the wall. Now sends a pass far side. Top of the circle is shot save, but Jabrocki. West Michigan breaks it out. Ayler carries. Cross the red line, dumps it in, and goes for a change. Plymouth with it in their own end. Dump behind their net. Mitchell gives chase. Mitchell, Poulin, and Finnerty out on top. Poulin and Rocco on defense. Finnerty presses up. Mitchell gets the loose puck. Gets it back to Finnerty behind the net. Tried to center it, had it stuffed, and the goaltender gets his glove on it for the whistle. Caden Finnerty on the face-off. Puck played by Plymouth. They'll skate it out across mid-ice into the West Michigan zone. Played in on Jabrocki, and he'll hold that for a whistle. Finnerty on the defensive zone draw. Puck loose to the point. Plymouth played it into the wall. From the corner, pass out in front. Plymouth still with it. Shot in on Jabrocki's played by Finnerty. He's got it. Finnerty skates to the middle. Skates it out of the zone. Up the wall, looking for Poulin. Played back by Plymouth. Mitchell's cross-ice pass for Poulin. Poulin off the wall, looking for his brother. Played by the Flyers. Held up here. Rocco with a stick on it. Plymouth, bang it back in deep. Finnerty in his own zone. Finnerty carries it in. Dumped around, far side corner. Mitchell holds it there. Finnerty in to help. Finnerty digs it out at the wall, goes loose. Plymouth gets a stick on it, and the Flyers carry it out. Rocco on the ice. Tyler Rocco. Tyler from the red line dumps it in. Icing arms up, and we'll bring it down for a defensive zone draw. But Warman, Moore, and Rocco up front. Hooper and Timpey on defense. Plymouth pass, far side point, dumped in behind the net, or into the corner. Hooper takes it away, pass knocked down by Plymouth and played back in deep. Timpey behind his goal. Timpey skates it out far side, cross ice pass for Rocco. Jumps off his stick, but goes in the Plymouth zone. Plymouth back up the near side, picked off by Timpey, dumped in deep at the red line. West Michigan has to check up on the offsides. Plymouth, far side, Bidwarman holds it there. In to help is Rocco. Bidwarman pressing on the wall. Rocco in to help. Puck in the feet. Now it comes out and they chip around Hooper. Plymouth into the West Michigan zone. Shot on Jabrocki, a save. Timpey clears the rebound to the near side. Now through the middle. Plymouth chipped it, but Hooper's there to pick it up. Luke Hooper stretches. Gets a shot in on net, and that's gloved for a whistle. Face off out to Hohendorf. Hohendorf tried to slide one over for Kuhn. Kuhn played it in towards net. Goaltender a save. Rebound behind the net. Pass in front. Another save. Loose on the far side for Bateson. Bateson behind the net, pushed into the corner. Smilich gives pressure. Smilich, Ayler, and Bateson up front. Kuhn and Hohendorf on defense. Played behind the net, loose on the far side. Plymouth there, though. Up the wall. Bateson sends it back in the corner, around the net. Plymouth, near side. Through mid-ice, jumped sticks. Icing arm is up. And we'll bring it down for an offensive zone draw. Just heard Coach Keys yell, find those points. They seem to be wide open. Get some shots in, get some deflections. Kuhn and Hohendorf on defense. Finnerty, Poulin, and and Mitchell up front. Plymouth with control behind their net. On the near side breakout. Pressured by West Michigan, loose. Kuhn trying to find it. Pushed in by Finnerty, offsides delayed. Plymouth breaks it out far side. Plymouth carries it in. Kuhn got a skate on it, shot goes wide. Plymouth behind the net with a rebound. Held up by Hohendorf, pushed into the near side corner. Plymouth is there. Minute and a half left in the first period. This one sent length of the ice. And we'll get a whistle. And defensive zone draw. Shout out to Ethan Berto, missing in action today on his way to the what will be the largest outdoor concert in, I guess, North American history. Enjoy yourself. Face off in the D zone. Tied up, Rocco up the wall for Poulin, put back in deep by the Flyers. Finnerty behind the net, Flyers get possession. Finnerty takes it away. Sends one up the wall for Poulin. Poulin retreats, now sends a pass cross ice looking for Mitchell, picked off by the Flyers and played in deep in the corner. Finnerty. Caden Finnerty finds a lane to skate through the middle. Finnerty with a flyer on his back, tries to find Mitchell. Down low, Mitchell shoots, and a save by the goaltender. Nice opportunity there. Found Mitchell behind the defense. Moore, Rocco, and Budwarman come out on front. Rocco and Poulin on defense. Offensive zone draw. Let's see if we can get something here before the end of the period. West Michigan wins. Rocco pulls it in the corner. Pressed into the wall. Loose. Gets past Poulin at the point. He'll retreat in his own zone. Pressured by Plymouth. Dropped it back for Budwarman, but dumped in by the Flyers. They check up on the offsides. Rocco hits. Moore is going to have to hold up. Turns and dumps it in deep. Plymouth there. They'll take it behind the net. Nope, carried on the near side. Breakout near side, Rocco. Trying to find a stick on it. Moore's got it, holds it out of the zone. Rocco in the feet with it. Plymouth right here, and they bang it in deep, and that'll do it for the first period. Zero's our score after one. Clean game so far, no penalties yet. West Michigan has the edge on the shots. And two great opportunities, one for each side. Good goaltending stopped both chances. Out first, Ayler, Smilanich, and Bateson. Timpy and Hooper will play defense. Second period ready to roll. Face off, tied up in the feet. Smilanich bangs after it. Plymouth gets it, puts it in the zone. Shallow for Hooper. Hooper, pass near side. Played by Ayler. Hooper gets it back. Gets it over for Timpy. Timpy, cross ice, deflected up in the air. Bateson's after it. Bateson, deep in the corner. Try to get a pass out to Hooper at the point. Chipped out by Plymouth. Smilanich with good hustle. Timpy holds it out of the zone. Hooper carries it ahead. Tries to get it to Ayler. Pile up here at the bench. Flyers play it. Timpy with it in his own end. Timpy carries. Picked off by the Flyers. Carried in on Hooper. Pass near side. Good job by Ayler on the back check. Played up. Bateson pressed it through. Gets it for Smilanich. One-on-one. Smilanich had that poked away. Flyers carry it back through neutral zone. Top of the zone. They'll stop with it. Flyers with a shot in on Jabraki. He gloves it for the whistle. Poole and Mitchell Infinity come out on top. Hohendorf and Kuhn on defense. Defensive zone draw in front of Jabraki. Face off jumps through the feet. Played by Finnerty down low in the corner. Pressured, cycle, nice cycle with Kuhn. He carries it out, gets it to Poulin. Across the red line, blue line. Poulin plays it down low. Goaltender stomps it for the whistle. Offensive zone draw. Finnerty on the dot. Played into the corner. Flyers there. Put up the wall. Flyers maneuver it through neutral zone. Trying to get it through the feet. Puck poked loose. Mitchell picks it up. Bryce Mitchell takes it wide on the near side. Mitchell tried to drop one for Poulin. Gets it to Hohendorf. Hohendorf shot. That's gloved by the goaltender. Finnerty will be taking the offensive zone draw. Poulin and Mitchell, Hohendorf and Kuhn. Face off, played by Plymouth. They'll break it out. Plymouth through mid-ice. On the near side, shot in on Jabraki, and he gloves that for a whistle. Face-off bounces out to the point man, plays it in deep. Hohendorf sweeps it into the corner. Poulin's there. Plymouth comes out with it. Flyers pass back to the point. Now the near side point. Shot in on Jabraki, a save, and held for the whistle. Moore comes out with Rocco and Warman. Poulin and Rocco on defense. Puck played near side corner. Moore's got it behind the net. Skates it far side, up the wall for Rocco. Rocco held up by the point, loose for Moore. Moore chipped it ahead, hard after it's Warman. Flyers send it near side, now far side, loose for Rocco. He plays it deep, and the icing arm is up. More on the dot. Flyers win it. Deflected before it got to Jabrocki. Pass up by Bidwarman. After it is Rocco. Stuck in the feet. Bidwarman played it in deep. In the corner. Flyers have it behind their own net. They'll reverse course, bring it up the near side, at the wall with it. Now they'll break into neutral zone. Chipped around the defender. Flyers with possession, pass across the crease. Far side wall, Flyers dump it into the corner. Pressed into the wall by Poulin. Moore in to help. Big hit by Rocco. Loose puck for Moore. Sweeps it behind his own goal for the near side corner. Rocco's there. Up the wall, Bidwarman comes out to neutral zone. Into the Flyers zone. Neutral zone. Rocco at the blue line has to wait for his team to come on side. Now the Flyers pull it away. Flyers send a pass, picked off by Poulin. Played back in by the Flyers. Ooh, we'll get an offsides as they were coming off for a shift change. Thought the puck had cleared. Kind of a break there. Bates and Smilinich come out with Ayler on the center faceoff. Timpy and Hooper on defense. Face-off won by the Flyers, dunked in deep. Into the corner, Timpy after it, pressured by the Flyers. Timpy, though, keeps it behind the net, now pushes it into the far corner. Timpy again, pass for Ayler on the breakout. Ayler streaks through mid-ice, takes it wide. Ayler shot in on net, saved by the goaltender, and the rebound is pulled by the Flyers, and they'll break it out. Timpy with a stick at the blue line, and we'll get an offsides. Great play by him. Face-off won by the Flyers. They dump it in deep behind Jabrocki. Hooper's there in the near corner. Pass out for Bateson goes long, held in by the point. Feathers it at the wall. Hooper knocks it down. Clears the zone. Icing is waved off and goes deep. Pressuring is Smilinich. Loose behind the net. Lucas. Flyers there as well. Lucas lays a hit. Flyers get some help. They carry it far side corner. Off the wall in the breakout. Pass through the middle connects. Smilinich, good back pressure. Ayler feathers a pass for himself on the break. 3-on-3. Ayler into the zone with it. Pass through the middle, goes all the way through. Bateson, near side corner. Up the wall with it. Smilinich there to help. Ayler stays out, tied up in the wall. Now it comes out in the corner. Flyers have it behind their own goal. D to D. Pass at the wall, goes loose. Timpy has it at the point, played it in towards net, goes wide. Near side, Flyers. Pass cross ice, picked off by Timpy. Dumps it in deep on the delayed offsides. Now West Michigan checks up Flyers. Finnerty with the stick on it. Flyers, though, get it out. And a hand pass whistle. Hohendorf and Kuhn out on defense. Mitchell, Poulin, and Finnerty on offense. Finnerty on the dot, just outside the Flyers zone. Face-off won by West Michigan. Kuhn. Oh, lost it. Got it back, though. Flyers with possession. They'll dump it in deep. Behind the net, Mitchell. Cross pass. That's going to go length for an icing. Defensive zone draw. West Michigan wins. Hohendorf wraps around the far side for Poulin. Plymouth holds it there, though. Cleared out of the zone by Poulin. Plymouth races after it. They'll dump it in deep behind Jabrocki. Behind the net, Moore sweeps it in the near side corner. Plymouth behind the net. Moore presses the man. Hohendorf there to help. Into the corner. Plymouth up the wall. Held up. Hohendorf played it towards the middle. Kuhn chipped it out to mid-ice. After it is Kuhn, puts it in deep. Braden Kuhn behind the net. Loose puck played by Mitchell. Mitchell pass back to the point. Poulin over for Hohendorf. Hohendorf down low, deflected in by Moore, and it's saved. And we'll get a penalty here on Kuhn, it looks like. Good opportunity by West Michigan. Do a great hustle. All right, Plymouth with the first power play of the game as Kuhn goes for a minute and a half cross-check. Defensive zone draw, Plymouth wins. Pushed into the wall though, loose in the corner, Ayler battles after it. Ayler, Hohendorf, Rocco, Finnerty, the penalty killers. Plymouth with it, pass to the far side wall, now up top. Flyers, shot knocked down by Ayler, a loose puck to mid-ice. Ayler after it, pushes it ahead. Plymouth gets some help. Finnerty with a good play. Hohendorf dumps it in deep. Goaltender stops it, frees it up for the Flyers. Flyers measure up a break in here on the power play. Good play by Ayler, chips it back out to neutral zone. Flyers with possession though in the neutral zone. Ayler pressuring. Flyers near side in the feet and kept out by Finnerty. Banged in, Finnerty after it. Flyers just shoot it back for Rocco. Rocco turns. Oh, tried to burn one deep, went off Finnerty's head. Ayler trying to hold it out of the zone. The Flyers get it. Flyers shot, knocked down by Rocco. Turn, another shot in the feet. Rocco clears it. He's got it behind his own goal. Plenty of time. Rocco hard off the wall, picked off by the Flyers at mid-ice. Rocco played it for himself through neutral. Rocco presses it ahead, gets it back in the Flyer zone. Penalty about to be killed as Kuhn comes out of the box. Hohendorf played it in. Flyers take it deep. Chipped by Rocco. Finnerty after it. In the feet. Hohendorf pulls it. Puts it back in the corner. Hohendorf on the battle. Plymouth is going to get possession. They skated towards the middle. Pass in front. Good play by Kuhn. Played into the corner. After it is Hohendorf behind the net. Jack's got it. A little bit of room. Up the wall for Rocco. Plymouth point man holds it in. Played back up the wall at the blue line. Trying to find it. Plymouth successful in keeping it in. Now it comes out. West Michigan will look for a change. Plymouth has it. Long range pass off a shin guard played by Rocco. Tyler Rocco gets it to Timpy. Timpy at the red line for Bateson. Bateson gets it in deep. Hard after it is Smilanich. On the back wall. Flyers send it near side. Rocco's there. In the corner. Now behind their own net again. Flyers far side. Connects through mid-ice. Flyers break it in. Oh, good job by Timpy. Smilanich bangs it back in the Flyer zone. Off the ref skates for Rocco. Bouncing puck through the middle and played by the Flyers. Behind their net, far side. At the Zamdor, pressure by Smilanich. Flyers up the wall, held in by Timpy. Played it deep. Bounces back behind the goaltender. Flyers now try to break it on the near side. Hooper holds it in. Loose puck for Moore. Moore's got it down low. He loses an edge. Smilanich behind the net. And we'll get a whistle. Moore's gonna go.
I was right at the top of the circle. I wasn't even down there, dog. Dog, I was at the top of the circle. I thought he called the cross check on me.
Ref calls Mitchell on a tripping penalty. I'm not sure. Not sure he saw who it was. He just knew somebody. Rice goes for a minute and a half, and Plymouth back on a power play. Defensive zone draw. Moore's out there with Hooper, Finnerty, and Timpey on the penalty kill. Puck played in deep. Plymouth behind their own goal. Flyers try to break it out. Pass near side connects. Pressured by Finnerty. Flyers across the blue line. Hooper stops it there. Puck bounces into the middle. Flyers shot goes wide. Loose behind the net. Moore hard off the glass. Finnerty advances it ahead. He's after the loose puck. Flyers controlling their own end.
Hit it back out.
Flyers can't control it. Timpey dumps it back in deep.
All right, go, one go. Blue line.
Pass near side. Flyers. Pass cross ice. Loose. They'll be there at the red line. Timpey though pressures. Flyers will have to regroup. Moore with a little bit of heat here at the blue line. Flyers. Pass near side connects into the West Michigan zone. Top of the zone. Dropped it for the point man. Hooper with pressure. Pass back for the Flyers. A shot, and that's held by Jabrocki for a whistle. Taylor comes out with Bateson, Rocco, and Smilanich. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill. Flyers with it in neutral zone. Now they break it in, try to break it in, held up at the blue line by Ayler and put back in the neutral zone.
Far side Bates.
Plymouth with it. Yep. Penalty killed. West Michigan's got it. Bateson, 2-on-1. Bateson takes it wide. He's got Mitchell with him. Shot saved by the goaltender. Loose behind the net. Mitchell, Plymouth with it. Hard up the wall. At the point, Poulin. Played back into the wall for Mitchell. Hard to get an angle down there. Puck loose. Mitchell's got it. Middle of the ice. Feathers one in on the goaltender. A save. Knocked down by Mitchell at the blue, and he dumps it deep. After it is Bateson. Comes out mid-ice. Flyers will break it in far side. Pressure by Moore and Rocco. Penalty arm is up. West Michigan again on a delayed call. Plymouth will skate it in their own end. Wait for a six-man here. Smilanich touches up for the whistle, and West Michigan back on the penalty kill. Rocco's going to go for interference. Ayler, Finnerty, Kuhn, and Hohendorf on the penalty kill. Third penalty of the second period here. West Michigan has already killed two. Face off in the feet, taken by Finnerty, but played back by Plymouth in the feet again. At the face-off dot, Plymouth pulls it in the corner. Flyers pass back to the far side point, over to the near side point. Pass to the near side boards. Back on top. Shot in on Jabrocki, goes wide, loose in front. Shot wide. Played behind the net. Flyers pressured by Kuhn. Flyers pull it back in the near side corner, up the wall, now to the point man. Back to the wall, sinks in the middle shot, knocked down by Hohendorf and cleared to neutral zone by Finnerty. Flyers get the puck though. They try to dump in. This will be played by Kuhn. Kuhn, his dump is blocked. Flyers hold it in deep. Down low, centering pass, shot wide. In the far side corner, Flyers pass back to the point man. Point man over to the near side point. 20 seconds left in the power play, and that one's deflected up into the net by Jabrocki. Moore, Timpy, Smilich, and Hooper come out to kill the last 20 seconds of the Flyer power play. Flyers win the draw, whiff on a shot. Puck loose to the near side point though. Played in towards Jabrocki, loose in front, cleared by Timpy. Timpy in the corner, holds it in the feet, behind the net. Now reverses it back into the corner, Flyers with possession. They'll cycle it down low. Timpy, though, crashes down on it into the wall. Flyers with possession. Pass to the far side. Leaks. Pass out to the point. West Michigan gets the fifth skater back.
Back door! Back door!
Loose in the corner. Moore's after it. He's got a grip on it. Whiffed on a pass, but he's still got possession. Finds Mitchell in the middle. Loose. Mitchell's got it. Mitchell down low, a shot off the side, off the crossbar, I think. Flyers try to clear. Timpy holds it in. Down low is Mitchell. Comes out to Timpy at the point. Shot over the net. Hooper's backhand in the middle bounces. Moore's got it. Top of the zone. Puts the backhand in. Picked off by Plymouth. Dumped in, out. But that buzzer means we've ended our second period. Tight game so far. West Michigan successfully kills 3 penalty kills in that period to hold the score at 0-0. Hohendorf with the words of wisdom to get this team fired up. They're in a good position here, 0-0. Ready to roll here in the third. Poulin, Rocco, and Bateson up front. Timpy and Hooper on defense. Third and final period. Face-off played by Timpy, played back by Plymouth, held out by Timpy. Timpy kicks it into the wall, dumps it in deep. Plymouth with possession in their end. They try to break it up on the near side. Rocco holds it in, finds Bateson. Bateson with a shot saved by the goaltender. Breakout by Plymouth, played by Timpy. Timpy off the wall, played in by Poulin. In the corner, Rocco pressures. Behind the net, Poulin with a hit, loose in the far corner. Flyers chip it back to the near side. Puck loose to the neutral zone. Timpy skates it over the blue line, dumps it in onside. Flyers behind their own goal. They go D to D to the far side. Breakout on the far side. Pass picked off by Hooper at the red line, buries it in deep. Forwards get a change. Ayler, Goodwarman, and Finnerty come out. Rocco still on D with Rocco and Hooper. Hooper's pass for Bidwarman out of his reach. Plymouth has it. They go D to D in their own zone. Pass through the middle. Chipped. Plymouth carries it ahead. Into the zone. Plymouth with possession. Oh my gosh, another penalty here on West Michigan. Samuel Bidwarman will serve this one. Taylor on the face-off, on the penalty kill with Finnerty. Shot blocked by Rocco. Flyers with possession on the near side. Pass out on top. Now to the far side wall. Pass back to the top. Shot in on Jabraki. A save. Rebound is held for the whistle. Taylor on the face-off. Play back to the Plymouth point. Pass to the near side point. Now to the doorstep. Puck goes through into the corner. Plymouth with possession at the wall. Pass back to the point. Back to the face-off dot. Pass in the middle. Deflected out by Ayler. Another pass picked off by Rocco. He'll carry out to neutral zone. Rocco still with possession. Rocco uses the body. He goes down. Puck loose. Plymouth gets possession. They make a pass through mid-ice. Go wide on the far side. Pass down low. Now to the near side corner. Plymouth pass back to the near side point. Far side point man. Back to the near side. No lanes for shooting. Now pass in the middle. Disrupted nicely by Bateson. And he gets the loose puck. Bateson rips it length to the ice. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill. West Michigan with a change. Rocco, Poulin come out along with Bateson. 10 seconds left in the penalty kill. Played up by Plymouth into the West Michigan zone. Bidwarman joins play. 5-on-5. Shot in, goes wide. Loose near side, Bidwarman. Can't clear the zone, but Rocco's there to get a stick on it. Plymouth with possession. Flyers, D to D. At the red line, try to dump it in, but picked off by Poulin. Played at mid-ice by the Flyers. Across the red line, now they get one deep that wraps around Jabraki. Poulin, near side corner. Bidwarman with a stick on it. Moves it up for Rocco. Plymouth dumps it in again. After it is Kuhn. Double teamed by the Flyers behind the net. Kuhn holds his own. Puck comes loose on the near side of the net. Pass in front, knocked down. Bidwarman after it. Now played behind the net. Kuhn again, far side. Gets a pass up for Bateson. Point man holds it in. Kuhn finds it behind the net. Reverses direction. Now up the wall for Bateson. Bateson's got possession. Bateson sauces one over Bidwarman. Bidwarman squeezed off, but Rocco's got the loose puck. Rocco a shot wide. Plymouth with the loose puck through neutral zone. Plymouth on the drive in. They take it wide on the near side. Hooper with good pressure, puts it in the back wall. Moved up the wall, Bidwarman. Puck played by the Flyers. Point man bangs it off the wall and deep. Into the corner, Hooper behind the net for Timpey. Timpey to the wall for Mitchell. Mitchell for Moore. Oh, had it poked off his stick. Loose at the blue line. Now pressed into the wall. Timpey and Moore. Flyers there to carry it in. Timpey takes it away. Gets it to Hooper. Hooper's pass for Moore connects. Moore drives it in. He's got Smilanich and Mitchell. Pass goes through the air. Far side, Mitchell. Can't hold. Mitchell does hold it there. Flyers there as well. Flyers from their corner turn, try to dump it out. Timpey holds it in at the line. Smilanich there to back him up. That one leaks out to neutral zone. Hooper has it. Hooper's backhand, back into the Flyers zone. Flyers go D to D. Can't break it out as Smilanich holds it. Loose for Mitchell. Smilanich gets it again, loose in the feet. Moore trying to find it. Moore.
Come on, baby.
And the goaltender gets a glove on it down low. Tough angle to film from. Sorry for the delayed view. Taylor, Finnerty, and been warming up front, Timpy and Hooper on defense. Finnerty will come in on the face-off. Played by Bedwarman, a shot saved by the goaltender. Good snapshot off the face-off by Bedwarman. Rocco and Poulin are going to come out on D. Face-off played by Plymouth behind their goal. Finnerty pressuring, pass up the near side connects. Plymouth through the neutral zone, they dump it in from the red line. Jabrocki will freeze that one for a whistle. Taylor on the face-off, defensive zone draw. Plymouth with it. They put it through the crease all the way to the far side and they get possession. Pass back to the point. Shot goes wide, near side, Rocco's after it. Gets it to Bedwarman at mid-ice. Held up at the blue line though, Rocco with possession. Rocco, chip to the near side for Bedwarman. Back to Rocco, carries it in. Plymouth squeezes it off behind the net. Off the side of the net. Plymouth can't clear, goes to Finnerty at the point position. At the blue line, Rocco bangs it in deep. Flyers up the far wall, held up by Poulin. Loose puck to Poulin at the point. Poulin tries to feed one in the middle, picked off by the Flyers and cleared. Rocco's there, puts it back in the zone, Flyers. They'll send one length of the ice. And we'll bring it back for an offensive zone draw. Just over halfway left in the third. A defensive battle. Rocco, Bateson, Poulin up front, Kuhn and Hohendorf on defense. Face-off tied up at the dot. Flyers get possession. They'll clear it. Played by Hohendorf and cleared to neutral zone. Poulin still with possession. Poulin drives in towards net. A shot goes wide. All the way to the near side wall. Kuhn at the blue line. Gets it to Bateson. Bateson held up at the wall. Kuhn in to help. Kuhn's got it. Carries it in down low. Shot deflects behind the net. Flyers try to send it out. Hohendorf holds it in at the wall. Oh, Rocco had it, lost it, and the Flyers clear it. But possession to West Michigan. Poulin finds Rocco. Rocco tried to dump it in, held up by the Flyers defense. Cross-ice pass. Hohendorf's going to get a stick on it. Bateson carries it in, tried to center it for Rocco, picked off by the Flyers. Flyers carry it through mid-ice into the West Michigan zone. Good defense by Hohendorf. Leaves it for Bateson. Bateson carries it ahead. Finds Hohendorf, dumps it in deep. Goaltender shovels it back out for the Flyers on the breakout. West Michigan with a change. Flyers carry it through mid-ice. More pressures from behind. Hooper pushes it into the corner behind the net. Centering pass is blocked. Picked off by Mitchell. Mitchell for Smilanich. Lucas carries it around. He's got more with him. Smilanich carries it down low. Timpy in the corner. Nice move. Timpy plays behind the net for Moore. Moore back in the corner for Smilanich. Smilanich out for Mitchell. Bounced off his stick. Mitchell's got it at the corner though, in the wall. Gets it back to Hooper. Hooper rips! And that's gloved for a whistle. Offensive zone draw here, 6:26 left in the third. Smilance, Mitchell, Moore, Timpey, and Hooper. Face off won by West Michigan. Moore pressured at the wall. Mitchell's got it. Feather pass in the middle. Picked off by the Flyers. Flyers through mid-ice. Moore pressuring. Smilance gets it, tried to get it to Mitchell. Picked off by the Flyers, and they dump it in from the red line. Hooper after the loose puck behind his net. Rings it around the wall near side for Mitchell. Mitchell tried to find more, picked off by the Flyers. Flyers, shot disrupted by Timpey. Timpey brought it up the far wall. Mitchell gets a pass from Smilance. Flyers there though, and they'll dump it back in the zone for Hooper. Hooper back to Smilance. Smilance's pass knocked down. Hooper gets the loose puck. He's pressured though. Flyers with possession. Hits off a skate. Timpey goes down. Good hustle there though. Mitchell chipped off the wall in the feet. And offsides will be whistled on the break-in. This place is going to erupt at the first goal here. Ayler comes out with Goodwarman, Finnerty, Poulin, and Rocco on defense. Flyers high off the glass. Kicked by Poulin. Flyers get possession though. At the blue line, now down low. Flyers pass near side. Save by Jabrocki. Beautiful save by Buck. One-timer from the shooting lane. Defensive zone draw. Ayler on the dot. Face off. Played by the Flyers. Finnerty though. Gets possession, up the wall, Flyers have it, pass back to the point. Flyers, top of the circle, now Feather one behind the net. Loose off the stick, comes out in front, Jabrocki gets his skate on the post, a shot goes wide from the point. Into the corner, Ayler, puck loose, and Rocco whiffs on the outlet. Flyers pick it off, top of the zone with it. Picked off by Ayler, pushed ahead. Flyers have possession in their own zone. They go D to D, near side. Pressured there. Puck comes out mid-ice. Rocco. Brute force gets it in. Goodwarman. Flyers with possession in their own end. Pass through the middle, connects. Oh, Kuhn loses an edge. Down low, in on Jabrocki. Shot goes wide all the way out to the near side. Ayler's trying to clear it. Kuhn's there. Puck played on the wall. Flyers play it towards the middle. Flyers with possession. Shot goes wide. Luke bouncing behind the net. Kuhn holds it. Ayler in to help, comes out for Goodwarman. He sends one that gets deflected up into the rafters. Rocco, Bates, and Poulin come out on top. Timpey and Hohendorf on defense. West Michigan wins. Timpey pushes it. Point holds it in. Timpey, though, wrestles along with Rocco. Bateson in to help. Puck comes out. Flyers have it. Timpey takes it away and dumps it in deep. Goaltender loses a stick behind the net. Timpey there. Goalie's stick is pressed into the wall. Flyers would be smart just to hold it there for a whistle. Puck comes out. Flyers with possession. They'll move it out. Flyers take it near side. Flyers in front. Shot goes wide. Flyers get possession, pass back to the point, comes out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Picked off by Rocco and he dumps it in. Flyers goaltender settles it for his defender behind the net. Pressured by Poulin, takes it in the corner. Poulin off the wall for Hohendorf on the doorstep for Moore. Moore shoots. He scores! Beautiful setup by Hohendorf. Finds Moore on the back door, and he goes blocker side. Who got the apple on that? .240 left in the third. West Michigan, Rocco at the red line for Moore. Played long. Flyers send it back. Rocco from the red line buries it in deep on goaltender. He gloves it, leaves it for his defender behind the net. Flyers carry it out. Picked off by Smilich and buried back in by Mitchell. Loose, Smilich at the wall, played into the corner. Mitchell's there, Smilich again. Played it behind the net for Moore. Moore, hard off the wall, out for Hooper at the point. Hooper, shot knocked down, but Mitchell's there at the wall. Shot, saved by the goaltender. Held at the corner. Mitchell played it behind the net. Played in the West Michigan zone, Rocco. Over for Hooper. Hooper up for Smilich. Flyers play it back to mid-ice. Goodwarman's there. Goodwarman had it picked off. Flyers pushed out of the zone though by Goodwarman. Flyers try to put it back in on the delayed offsides. Held up at the blue line. Ayler squeezes it up on the wall. Goodwarman presses there. Minute and a half left. In the feet, comes out of the zone. Flyers with possession. Flyers near side pass. Rocco pressures. Pushes him into the wall. Ayler in to help. Goes behind the net. Hooper presses. Ayler takes the puck away. Ayler from the corner. Rocco in the feet. Tries to find Smilovich. Flyers hold it in. From the point position shot. Blocker save by Jabraki. Flyers trying to find the loose puck. Empty net on the Flyers end. Flyers have it loose. Pass cross ice. Point man. Bangs it off the wall into the corner. Hooper pushes it up the far side wall. Wrapped around the net. Loose puck. Flyers will be there in the wall. Play it in towards... And West Michigan whistled on a penalty. Hooper's going to go for a cross-check with 25 seconds left. It's going to set up a 6-on-4 penalty kill. Flyers with it at the point position. Knocked down by Moore. Moore clears it. Goes length of the ice, 15 on the clock. Flyers behind their own goal. Pass far side. Moore pressures. Flyers. Goes loose for Finnerty. Moore knocks it down. He's got it. Moore turns, sends it in deep. And that will do it. West Michigan Varsity with a 1-0 win over Plymouth.